While national attendance at universities across the country has been trending down recently, that hasn't been the case in South Dakota, according to Board of Regents Executive Director Nathan Lucas.
We won't have firm numbers here for another few weeks. Things are trending in the right direction, and we're optimistic for a positive movement again as we approach the fall semester.
While much of the country has been down about 1% in enrollment in recent years, South Dakota has been up about 1% in that same time. Lucas says that's thanks to tuition freezes passed by the state legislature and universities doing what they can to keep other costs low.
We've done that, bucking some of the largest inflationary increases that we've seen in recent history in our country. And, kudos to our campuses for really buckling down and absorbing costs, cutting costs.
The Board of Regents has been keeping an eye on its neighbors too, especially as Minnesota recently passed its North Star promise that grants free tuition for Minnesota residents and families making under $80,000 a year. But Lucas says even after factoring out tuition, South Dakota is still competitive when looking at overall costs.
The reality is that when you factor in cost of living, scholarship opportunities, South Dakota is still affordable, and those students may just get a cheaper education in South Dakota than they would staying in Minnesota.
While they expect a number of Minnesota high school students to stay in-state, the Board of Regents doesn't plan on the program impacting the state like its neighbors.
We don't anticipate it having near the impact that North Dakota has forecasted, and in large part because of the tuition freeze and the affordability focus that our legislature and governor's office and board have had over the last 4 years.
Now, Lucas says the Board of Regents is also exploring options for more permanent solutions in keeping costs down, but don't have any solid plans yet. He says for now they'll continue to work with state lawmakers on ways to keep costs low. That includes the possibility for more tuition freezes in the future.